Hundreds of students at Sherwood Secondary School on Hamilton's East Mountain walked out in protest today to air their concerns about being relocated while their school undergoes repairs and renovations. Cowan has more.
Just after 1 this afternoon, hundreds of students at Sherwood Secondary School walked out of class. They say they don't want to be shipped off to the former Barton High School building. They say they've had enough disruptions over the past 2 years. They don't want any more.
I think it's just time for the students to be prioritized first. You know, I missed out on a trip, a graduation trip in grade 8 because of COVID. I missed out on a bunch of classes I could have done here because of online schooling.
I feel if we move over to Barton, I feel that we'll have a big effect on the mental health of our student body here, and I don't want to see that as a student here.
10 years ago, the school board voted to keep Sherwood open and close Barton High School. But a couple of weeks ago, a finance committee made a recommendation to the board that Sherwood students should move for 2 years over to the former Barton site, which is still standing, while Sherwood is renovated. The school opened in 1967 and needs more than $11 million to remove asbestos and carry out renovations. But students, parents, and even former teachers say Barton is a poor choice.
Facilities here at Sherwood are, we think, vastly superior. The gym floors are spectacular, the gyms are bigger, the school itself is bigger by about 250 people, meaning they don't need portables. The auditorium is a professional auditorium. It's been largely renovated. In fact, they put a new floor into that auditorium just last week at a cost of $15,000.
Parents are worried that if students are moved to Barton, the board might decide to keep them there. And they're not alone. There is support for keeping the Sherwood site open throughout the East Mountain neighborhood.
I think it's a real shame that any school should ever close. No school should ever close. It's part of our community. It's part of the neighborhood.
We would love the kids to stay here. We think this is a better school. Facility-wise, we think it's bigger, it has better amenities.
Oh, this is my school. I can't imagine me going anywhere else.
Really don't want to because I'm just getting used to this school as a grade 9.
Might not be able to continue going to Sherwood if it moves there.
Today, the school board refused our request for an interview, but would only say in a statement that it feels it has provided multiple opportunities for people to be heard on this topic. So now students, teachers, and people who live in that neighborhood will have to wait until Monday. That's when school board trustees will be making their final decision on whether Sherwood Secondary School will remain a fixture in that East Mountain neighborhood. Adam?